Let's learn stick. As a noun, it means something that's long, thin, and often made of wood, like this. As a verb, it often means to attach something to something else so that it can't move. You need some glue to stick that on. Get some tape to stick them together. Now, it's not just things. An idea or a piece of information can stick in your head. I'm going to keep studying this until it sticks. Catchy songs always stick in my head. We can use it figuratively to mean to not change. We've made a decision and we're going to stick with it. It's hard, but I'm going to stick with this diet. We can also use it as an informal alternative to put. Look, it's in the way. Can you stick it somewhere else? So, stick can be a piece of wood, be a bit like put, mean to stop something moving or to not change. Stick with us and you'll keep learning.
Let's take a minute to look at some of the many meanings while can have. As a conjunction, while can mean at the same time as. While we were sleeping, it snowed. We can swap the two clauses around, but notice the comma goes away. It snowed while we were sleeping. While can have the same meaning as but. One of the twins is shy while the other is outgoing. And while or whilst in more formal contexts can also be used in the same way as although. While I know that sugar is bad for me, I can never say no to dessert. As a noun, while can mean a length of time, and in the expression worth your while, it can mean worth the time and effort used. So finally, even though we only had a short while together, we hope this lesson was worth your while. Accept is a regular verb. Now let's look at 5 different meanings it can have. Number 1, accept can mean to agree to take something or receive something willingly. This can be anything from a gift, an award, an apology, responsibility for something, or even a form of payment. Many shops don't accept cash anymore. Number 2, to say yes to an invitation or an offer. She accepted the job straight away. Number 3, to believe or recognize that something is true. The relationship has been over for weeks, but he still refuses to accept it. Number 4, to consider satisfactory or to give approval. Tommy was immediately accepted by the other children at his new school. And number 5, to endure something without complaint. Even though it makes me sad, I accept that my 1 minute with you is up.
Let's learn thought. It's not just a past form of the verb think, it's also a noun, and this is where it gets interesting. Unsurprisingly, it's all to do with things in our head. As a countable noun, a thought can be an idea or a plan. I've just had a thought. We should go to the beach. There's a thought. Let's order pizza. As a plural noun, it can refer to our opinions or beliefs. Here are my thoughts on how to run a business. What are your thoughts on the right age to give a child a phone? As an uncountable noun, it can refer to considering something carefully. This is a difficult problem. We need to give it some thought. Sorry, this just doesn't work. It needs more thought. Thoughts happen in your brain. They can be ideas, opinions, or beliefs. We also use it to refer to considering a problem. It's easy to remember. You just have to give it some thought. Let's learn current. As an adjective, current relates to time. It means related to the present, relevant now, or up to date. We need to reflect current trends. This is our current plan, but it might change. As a noun, current describes steady, continual movement. We often use it with water, air, and electricity. Don't swim there. The current is too strong. Pilots have to learn about air currents. The electrical current flows around the circuit. Another way that current is used as a noun is to refer to feelings and opinion when they're held by a lot of people together. These writers all reflect the same current of thought. As the band stepped onto the stage, a current of excitement went through the crowd. So, current is all about movement, whether that's time, water, air, electricity or feelings. Stay with us. We'll make sure your English stays current.
The word career is most commonly used as a noun to mean the job or jobs you do in your working life, especially if you progress and earn more money. I'm studying medicine because I want a career as a doctor. She's had a very successful career. She deserves an enjoyable retirement. We can also use career as an adjective before some nouns, like development and advice. You must take this training course as part of your career development. I went to the HR department for career advice. We can also use career as a verb to describe something on wheels, like transport, that moves fast and in an uncontrolled way. The car careered off the road, but luckily the driver wasn't hurt. That bus is careering towards that tree. It's lost control. So you can have a career in something, like medicine, get some help with your career, with career development or advice, and transport can career out of control. As an adjective, we use content to mean feeling happy and at peace with a situation. I felt content sitting by the fire watching the rain outside. It can also mean you accept something that is out of your control. She was content with coming third in the race. As a noun, content means the ideas or information contained in something. I'm subscribed to her money-saving channel because the content is so interesting. Your writing is enjoyable, but it lacks content. Add more detail, please. We can also use content to talk about the high or low amount of something contained in food and drink. Soya milk has a low fat content. This chocolate bar has a high sugar content. We hope the content of this video makes you feel more content with your English. And if you enjoy our content, like this video.
Let's learn individual. It can be a noun or an adjective. As a noun, it means a person. We use the word individual because we want to compare a person to a group, or the person is a bit different to everyone else. Almost everyone passed. There's just one individual who let us down. She's quite an individual. She has her own style. Individual used as an adjective can mean distinctive or different. Your taste is very individual. I never know what you'll like. Individual as an adjective can also describe things that relate to each person within a group. We make sure that we deal with your individual needs. So, the word individual is all about things that relate to a single person. Maybe they're different, or maybe we just want to look at them differently. Whatever your interests as an individual, we can help you learn English. Let's learn course. A course often has a beginning and an end. If you set or follow a course, it's about where you're going. Let's set a course for home. If you're studying something, the journey that you're on is a course. I've just started my English course. My course ends next year. If you're in a car race, or a horse race, or playing golf, then you're going round the course. She got to the end of the course really quickly. If you're having a meal, you might eat different courses between the beginning and the end. My favourite course is always dessert. Another way that we use course is in the expression of course, which means either obviously or yes. Of course, I'll need your help. Can you do it? Of course. So, we can think of course as a journey, whether it's physical, study related, or just a nice meal.
As a verb, complete means to finish something or make something whole. Complete this form to apply for a new library card. This last piece completes the jigsaw puzzle. Complete as an adjective means that something has all the necessary parts to make it finished or whole. The mechanic said the work on the car will be complete in a couple of hours. I own the complete works of William Shakespeare. The adjective complete can also be used to describe the feeling of having everything you need. When our daughter was born, our family felt complete. Finally, it can also be used to describe something to a very large degree. The children have made a complete mess. There's paint everywhere.